What's going on, guys? Patrick here, bringing you a brand new video. Today we've got another killer video for you guys full of information. Today I want to be talking about, is this the time to be buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? We're going to be breaking down the best and worst case scenarios, as well as tons of other news that went on in the cryptocurrency space. But guys, before we get started with that, if you guys are interested in making money with cryptocurrencies, even when the market is down, make sure you check out the first link in the description or the first link in the comments for the cryptocurrency trade alert group. I post every single one of the trades that brought me to a six-figure portfolio in this group. So if you're a complete beginner, if you don't have time to do technical analysis, or you don't know how to do technical analysis, you can copy my exact trade. It takes 2 to 3 minutes to set up, and after that, profits are taken automatically for you. So it becomes very, very passive. We have altcoin trades, we have leverage trades, and we have the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space, full of people ready and able to answer any question that you have 24/7. We also are still offering 80% off for your first month if you are interested, especially with everything going on, and I know a lot of people are struggling. So to help out, I'm extending the sale. I'm giving you guys the coupon for that still available. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go ahead and check that out. We recently are doing very well with Ethereum and Bitcoin longs and shorts. We were able to kill it with some. Of course, this is higher risk time, and so we must make sure we are entering the best positions possible. And that's why I'm sharing with you guys every single one of the positions that I enter to make sure that I'm getting out of this still profitable, and that I end this period of time with more money than we started. That's always the end goal. But again, if we're looking at the Bitcoin chart, what exactly I'm looking at, what I'm looking at buying, I'm going to share with you guys all that. And there is going to be a little bit of a surprise, so make sure you guys stay all the way until the end, because I don't think you guys are expecting all of the ones I'm going to be talking about. But in terms of Bitcoin, what we talked about previously was the fact that now to me is the time to be dollar cost averaging your Bitcoin. I want to share with you guys the best and worst case scenarios, but first let's take a look at the shorter time frame. Bitcoin was actually trading within this wedge over here that you guys can tell. It was getting closer and closer, and this is what I was starting to look at. And once we started to trade over here, which is sort of just following the line that we had, this is where I started to get a little cautious. And again, this is a very risky time, so make sure you guys are keeping an eye on things. You're not panicking, you're not letting your emotions get the best of you. But we did see a breakdown below a test of the resistance, and then recently we just saw a 1-hour candle shoot back up, and then from there we are cooling back off again. So that's what we're looking at in the shorter time frame. Currently, with the EMA ribbon this tight, it is very, very uncertain. So to me, I'm waiting for a period of time where we see exactly if we are going to be above or below on the 1-hour time frame. That's going to give us a better indication on the very short term if we are bearish or if we are bullish. 4-hour though, we are just at the bottom of the EMA ribbon. Again, something we keep an eye out on significantly, because we know this is the softer, the weaker of resistance up here, and then up here where we get the red band is going to be the stronger resistance. That is when we are on this way. If we're above, it's the same thing, just in reverse. You guys get what I'm trying to say. The support would be, the bottom one would be the stronger support if we were above it. But we are currently waiting to see if we are going to break into this area and go test the above resistance, which is going to be in the high 5,000s to 6,000s. And to me, short term, I think that would be the most bullish case scenario for Bitcoin. Again, this is just short term. Mid to long term, we are bullish, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys why I think that and where I think we are headed. Again, we are starting to see trading a little sideways while we get the EMA ribbon to catch up, and this is all stuff that we covered previously, but stuff we still want to keep updated on, because this changes every day, right? We get a new daily candle every single day. We want to see exactly if we are trading sideways to let the EMA ribbon catch up, or if we are going to come back up and potentially test it, which would come in line again soon with maybe that high $5,000, $6,000 range over here once we get the EMA ribbon to cool off a little bit. But that's still in the future. We're still waiting to see more on that. I do want to zoom out and share with you guys what I think the best and worst case scenarios are in terms of the bigger picture. So on the daily time frame, I share with you guys, I believe this was the last video I shared with you guys, how we've pretty much been trading inside this pattern for a very, very long time. Ever since the end of that bull run, we are seeing that we traded from over here, we went up, we came down, we came up, we even had another retest of the resistance, and now we are coming, and we can see the support that we have found over here, because that large wick went perfectly down to this range. Now, I talked to you guys a little bit before when we talked about these areas over here and these areas over here as to where I think Bitcoin could go next if we break below. But to me, as of right now, I think the worst case scenario for Bitcoin, which is still possible. Again, uncertain times, we want to stay up to date to make sure that if things change, we are there to see them change. And that again is one of the perks of being in the trailer group. I update you guys on everything I see, and all of my trades are based off of what I see. So that's obviously good as well. I think the area between $2,000 to $3,000, this area over here, might be a sudden flash crash that we see happen for Bitcoin, a big drop that we see come in. There is a lot of manipulation in this area. I think there's a lot of fear with everything going on around the world as well, fear everywhere. I think it's possible for us to see a significant drop come in to the downside into the $2,000 to $3,000 level. That's not confirmed, not financial advisor. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but my next range of dollar cost average would be set over here. And again, similar could be said with Ethereum and Litecoin. You guys can sort of figure out where exactly those levels would be. But to me, I think another leg down would be the good order for, would be a good place for me to set some buy orders for the dollar cost averaging of Bitcoin. So you guys heard it here, $2,000 to $3,000 level is where I'm going to be setting that buy range. And in terms of the best case scenario, which again is the positive side, which I think you guys know mid to long term, I believe we are going to see prices recover. I believe we are going to see a new all-time highs, and I think prices are going to recover in the stock market. They always have. I believe they will continue to do that, and that to me is a very safe bet. But in terms of the end of the year, which I think a lot of people are looking at, or what I think the high is going to be soon, I do believe it's possible for Bitcoin to make a new high in 2020 towards, obviously, would be closer towards the halving to the second half of the year. But I think anywhere between, $20,000 up to $24,000, $25,000 would be a good area for Bitcoin to sort of create its new all-time high, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But that to me is what I'm looking at in the short term. But again, stay with me for the rest of the video because there's going to be a lot of information coming in. Bitcoin dominance we can look at as well is still trending upwards a little bit on the weekly chart. We do have a green week, but overall the last few weeks have been relatively trading sideways again, or sideways for the Bitcoin dominance, which could, again, we are waiting to see a little bit more confirmation on there. We saw the support that we actually managed to find over here to bounce off of this. And again, we're going to wait to see if we are going to reject over here and drop down, which means that altcoins and Bitcoins, we're going to wait to see how altcoin and Bitcoin react to everything that's going on in the market. But one thing I wanted to note, and a lot of people are talking about this, but I don't know if a lot of people are pulling the trigger on this. This is something that has me very, very tempted. Very tempted. Now, with everything going on in the stock market, I believe if you've been in crypto and you want to diversify into other investments, which is totally okay, now would be the time to look into doing that because of the huge corrections that we are seeing come in for different stocks. Like Facebook is down a very large amount that I don't think is going to stay that way for a long time. Same can be said with the majority of stocks, but if you understand and you know why certain stocks are dropping and why you expect them to recover, Boeing to me is one that I'm keeping my eye on. Look at the weekly chart. It continues to drop. It's currently at $90. When I started recording the video, it was at $97, having had a high of $445. Now, it had a very large run up, as with a lot of stocks recently. We have seen a very, very bullish period for it. It came down, erased all of those gains that we had previously. It erased them, and to me right now, it's at the lowest that it's seen since April 2013. It could be time to potentially start picking some up. Maybe setting some orders here, here, and here. If you guys are interested, of course, in where I am going to be doing that, it's going to be on the Robinhood app because it is way easy to do on this. And so if you guys want to make some free money, all you have to do, click the Robinhood link in the description. You're going to be able to sign up and you get a free stock ranging anywhere from like $2 all the way up to $200. So you might just get a free $200 stock for signing up. It's that easy, and that's the app that I'm going to be using in order to diversify and start picking up some stocks that I think are easy. Of course, it's fun to be all in crypto, but if you want to be the safest and if you want to be the safest in your investments, sort of guarantee that you will see green in the long term, it's about diversifying your wealth into, stocks are a good bet, have always been a safe and good bet. We look at crypto as a more volatile, potentially higher gain. And then to me, I'm also looking at stuff like real estate. Because if you look at the housing prices have not dropped nearly as much as stocks have. And it might come in the future. We might be seeing stocks first and then housing prices drop. However, as of right now, they have held pretty steady. And if you get the right investment that might even bring you cash flow, people paying you rent every single month, then even during this time of everything dropping, you still get paid because people still need to live somewhere. They still need to pay rent, and you still get paid no matter what. So that's sort of the things I'm looking at. Again, crypto's fun. Don't get me wrong. I love this space, but I'm all about generating wealth, and to me that's going to be diversifying into a lot of different things. So I want to share with you guys what exactly I'm looking at, and if you want to see me talk about more of the investments that I'm going to be making in the future, let me know that in the comments down below right now. If you want me to talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm looking at every once in a while, not very often, but every once in a while, if I'm seeing to pick up something stocks related, if I'm looking at something real estate related, and of course the regular that we always have, what I'm picking up in the crypto space, let me know in the comments down below as well. Now, if we move on over to the overall market cap, we looked at it just a little bit, the Bitcoin dominance. The market cap is under 150 billion. Bitcoin is down 1.6%, but relatively trading sideways compared to all the volatility that we've seen recently, waiting for another move perhaps. I think if we were going to see that big drop that I talked about before to fill some of my buy orders even lower, I think that's going to happen probably in like 2 to 3 weeks. Once everything seems to cool off, we have another dump. That to me is the most likely scenario. Biggest gainer of the day, Steam is actually up, seeing a nice little pump, 36% today. Bitcoin, Dash, all coins are still moving. Guys, that's what I tell you guys. If you're on Bybit, if you're on BitMEX, those are linked down below. You can long and short Bitcoin, which means that if it's going up, you can long it and make money, and if it's going down, you can short it and still make money. And altcoins, every time there's volatility, altcoins you're seeing, Steam is up 36%. There's still opportunities in this market if you know what to look for, and you can still make some serious cash if you are in the right positions. I look less about the, hourly trading or the day trading, the typical day trading where you buy and sell within an hour. To me, I want to get in the right positions, let those positions ride out, and make the most money possible. And I want to end this video with some pretty good news. Russian central bank admits it can't ban Bitcoin. That's something to keep in mind. We see a lot of people worry about the banning of Bitcoin, or if cryptos are going to be banned. We are seeing that more and more people are realizing, we've said this a while before, that you simply can't ban Bitcoin, and that's starting to, other people are starting to realize that, so that fear hopefully is going to go away. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about the possibility of talking a little bit about other investments that I'm going to be making as well, if you guys are interested in that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Friday for another video.